Hi, I'm David. Literally minutes ago, we launched a Kickstarter. My wife and I have been developing jewelry that are made from meteorite and silver. So I really hope this is something you can help us out with. Like even just going to the Kickstarter page generates traffic, which is great for the algorithm. If you like anything, I would be very appreciative if you backed it, but you don't have to. I'm gonna roll the Kickstarter video here for you. It's a mashup between the two latest videos, so you might recognize most of it. But at the end, me and my wife talk about why we need help with the Kickstarter. So thank you very much for helping me out, and I really do appreciate the help and support this community has given over the years. Really lucky. Thank you so much.
This is a meteorite. Yep, a freaking meteorite. This one was dug up in the northern part of Sweden about 6 years ago, and it had been in that soil since before the last ice age. Actually, it's been in the ground for more than 4 ice ages. 1 million years ago it struck the ground. The whole sky was on fire then because thousands of fireballs made of iron was raining down because a huge asteroid entered our atmosphere 40,000 kilometers an hour, and it just broke up to tiny pieces and it rained down on the ground. But how can we know this is really a meteorite? Well, in this kind of iron meteorite, it's actually pretty easy. You can just look at it. The pattern here that you see is called the Weinmann-Statten pattern. I'm sorry, German friends. It only forms when ridiculously hot iron-nickel alloys are cooled down extremely slowly. And we're talking 1 degree Celsius per millennia. This super long process allowed octahedron-shaped crystals to form. You know the 8-sided dice? It looks like that. Didn't play Dungeons and Dragons growing up? Here's a picture. And when you cut the meteorite into this 2-dimensional plane, it looks like crisscrossing patterns. This can't be reproduced in the lab. I mean, it can, but it's gonna take a really long time. This meteorite came from a planetoid that was formed in the dense gas and dust cloud that was spinning around a newly formed star. That star we now call the Sun. And just like the Earth, it had a liquid core of iron and nickel, mostly. Early on, this planetoid had a collision with another asteroid, and that exposed the liquid core, and without the protective mantle, it slowly cooled down from the temperatures of space. 1 to 2 million years later, it had cooled down to under 300 degrees Celsius, and that happened 4,565.3 million years ago. And we know this with an accuracy of 0.002%. This is because lead, when it solidifies, creates these radioactive isotopes as well as normal lead. These isotopes are unstable because they're radioactive, so they start breaking down, but they do this very slowly. So by measuring the ratio of the different lead isotopes and cross-referencing that with a bunch of other dating techniques, you can get this kind of accuracy, which is crazy. In fact, it's one of the oldest formed solids in our solar system. It wasn't until 20 million years later that the Earth formed. Isn't that crazy? 20 million years older than the Earth. And I can touch it, I can hold it in my hand. And sometimes I get this crazy mind trip thinking about how old it is and where it came from. I mean, it's a freaking meteorite, and it flew through space for 4.5 billion years before it hit Sweden, of all places, and this random guy dug it up after it's been in the ground for 1 million years, and I bought it and made it into a ring. And it's really cool because I carry it with me everywhere, and when I meet someone that's even vaguely interested, I hand it to them and say, this thing is the oldest thing you will ever touch. It's 20 million years older than the Earth. And they go like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And then you tell them the whole story of where it came from, and it blows their freaking minds. Oh, it's so awesome. I'm David.
And I'm Joanna.
For the past 3 years, we've been making meteorite rings like this in our little workshop here in Sweden.
Now we've expanded our skill set and made a full collection of jewelry from meteorite and silver. It includes rings, bracelets, cufflinks and necklaces like this one.
Or like this one. And this one is really special because you can remove the meteorite. And this is a solid bar of meteorite. And you can put it on the desk or you can hand it to someone and explain the unique origin story of this amazing material. And it also just snaps back with magnets. So, very easy.
With the launch of this collection, we're asking for your help and support. Working with meteorites is not always easy, and to really get the most out of this limited and precious meteorite material, we need some more advanced machinery.
And in return, you get a unique piece of jewelry, and we made a pretty wide selection, so hopefully you can find something in there that's to your taste.
Or perhaps, if you don't find anything for you, you might find the perfect gift for that special someone in your life. Giving someone a piece of meteorite jewelry is something they'll never have experienced before. It's so unique, so special. What could be more special than giving someone something that's from outer space?
So be sure to check out our Kickstarter where you can find the whole collection and all the information that you need. Thank you very much.
Thank you.